私たちも知ってた本気を出すのは当然だ他の中と違うから
この気持ちを捨てられた約束させなきゃ
決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して泣かせないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない心がいいだでも君はそれを口にしない
言わなくても分かっているそんな遊びをしましょうか
君は大丈夫かと見ないふりもやめて決して譲らない失望させない
決して置き去りにはしない
決して泣かせないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して泣かせないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない Give you up Give you up愛のルールは私たちも知ってた本気を出すのは当然だ他の中と違うから
この気持ちを捨てられた約束させなきゃ
決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して泣かせないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない心がいいだでも君はそれを口にしない
言わなくても分かっているそんな遊びをしましょうか
君は大丈夫かと見ないふりもやめて決して譲らない失望させない
決して置き去りにはしない
決して泣かせないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して泣かせないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない Give you up Give you up愛のルールは私たちも知ってた本気を出すのは当然だ他の中と違うから
この気持ちを捨てられた約束させなきゃ
決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して泣かせないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない心がいいだでも君はそれを口にしない
言わなくても分か
も知ってた本気を出すのは当然だ他の中と違うから
この気持ちを捨てれた約束させなきゃ
決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して任せないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない心がいいんだでも君はそれを口に
Hello. Hello. Testing. Testing. Welcome back. Welcome in. Congratulations on getting Mars. How much of that was intelligible? I was aiming for somewhere around 50%. Welcome in, Pokemon. Cool. Thank you so much for getting first. Okay, homies, homettes, and other homes of all genders. It's time to get back to Bloodborne! Happy Monday, everybody! That's right, it's Monday! It's the day of the Mun, which is short for the moon, because apparently calling it Moon Day was too weird. I guess it had to rhyme with Sunday, right? Because we got Sunday for the sun, and then Monday for the moon, but, oh, well, Sunday and Moon Day don't rhyme, so let's call them Sunday and Monday. That makes sense. Of course, the fact that you consider that any day of the week, except for basically Sunday, had its name shortened in for some capacity, doesn't make any sense either. Except for Wednesday, which in a sense has its name lengthened. Because, with the exclusion of Sunday and Monday, which are sun and moon, and Saturday, which is Saturn, all the other days are named after Norse gods. So after Sunday and Monday is Tuesday. Tuesday is named after Tyr, goddess of death. Then Wednesday is Odin. It's from some old weird spelling of Odin where it was spelled like Woden. It was like Woden's Day. That was Wednesday. And then we just shortened it to Wednesday. Even though it's not Wednesday, it's Wednesday. Then Thursday, that's Thor. That one's pretty obvious. Friday is for Frida. And Saturday's for Saturn, who is not a Norse god. I talk about the names of the weeks a lot. It's because they're never far from my mind whenever I say their names. I had to learn the meaning of why each day was named to solve an old puzzle on an RPG a long-ass time ago, and that's something I've carried with me ever since. I know how all the weeks got their names. All the days of the week. Anyway, back to Bloodborne. Okay, I see that the screen, which should be loading, is not, which means the capture has frozen. I'm just going to deactivate and reactivate. Boom, bam! Easy peasy. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Okay, now, there's still a lot of this fucking game to get through. The next thing I want to do is get my favorite armor set. Should be in this labyrinth. I believe it'll be the boss of the second layer. So we got to get past first two layers to fight the boss. Then we kill that boss. And I can buy the armor set. My favorite armor set of the game. It's not Halloween anymore. So in theory, maybe I shouldn't be playing, right? But I didn't get past all of Bloodborne. So we're just going to play it. We're just going to keep playing it. Central Sumerian Labyrinth. I'm pretty sure that P is supposed to be silent, but there's not really a consensus as to whether or not that's the case or not. Sumerian sounds correct, but Pthumerian or something like that is also something some people say on the internet. I'm in my 50s in terms of level in this game, which puts me right in the category of being ready for the mid-game. And this is still a fairly early game kind of dungeon. So I should be able to take out most of these enemies without too many issues. It's, I know it's cold for a lot of people today. A lot of people I know have said that it's cold today. It's snowing here, so hope everyone's staying warm wherever they currently are. Shit! Titties! Ah, titties! Titties and shit. Like one of those things is better than the others. They're both fun to say. I'll leave it to you to figure out which of the things I like more than the other. Leave it up to your imagination. Imagination! Yeah, it was, been snowing all day, but it hasn't been snowing hard enough to make it feel like it's gonna stick. So there's probably not gonna be, like, any snow on the ground come tomorrow. But it has been pretty cold. It's been hovering from high 20s to low 30s. Right now it's 28 degrees outside. That's fair. It's nighttime now. But yesterday it was in the 60s, today it's in the 30s, and I don't like it when it changes that drastically that fast. It always leaves me feeling... I guess the best way to describe it would be a feeling of temperature shock. Where I was used to one thing, and my body wasn't ready for it to suddenly change. Whenever that happens, I'm always like... I always feel like my body suddenly is like, no, I can't do this, and I need to expend like twice as much energy and effort to do half as much shit. Like, just getting out of bed is a lot harder when it goes from fairly okay outside to pretty damn cold. I'm hitting me! I'm supposed to be the one hitting you. Blood vials. Tasty, tasty blood. Now we don't. Tasty, tasty, good. Now I'm thinking of that scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where they're trying to track down a serial killer who they suspect to be a cannibal. He keeps removing organs from his victims. And they go to the prison where Jake was once stored or whatever, or, well, not necessarily that prison, but they go see Jake's old cellmate when he was in prison, when he was falsely accused of stuff by that. I'm not gonna go too far into that one, because that's not the point. The point is, he was briefly in prison for something he didn't do. His cellmate was a cannibal. And they went to go see said cannibal to get an idea of what... Okay, not expecting an ambush there, so I was trying to see what the cannibal might be doing, or to get any insight onto them. And the, one they go see, I forget his name, but I know the guy who plays him. I can't think of his name either. But he's a very funny actor. But he's like, I'll tell you one thing. This is no cannibal, my friend. Look at all that blood they're wasting. No self-respecting cannibal will waste all that sauce. Referring to blood as sauce. Oh, God. That was sick. Then they always have, like, every scene featuring him. Like, the last time he's gonna be in the episode. They end it with him trying to get someone to give him, like, a high five or a hug or something like that effect. And then as soon as they get close to him, he grabs them and tries to take a bite out of them. Everyone's freaking the fuck out. And it does not sound like it should be funny, but it is very funny. I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm a fan of quirky, you know, cop shows. I've mentioned this before. Ooh, we got doggos. We got Monk, Psych, Kirk. So many others that I'm not even thinking of right now. I like my crime shows, and I like them to be extra quirky. Castle's another one. Nathan Fillion's also in another sort of crime show called Rookie, which I do like, but only like the first couple of seasons when actually plays a rookie. After that, it's like, why is this show still called Rookie? Like, I get how they're trying to keep that whole thing making sense, but once he graduates from the training program, that should have been the end of the show. When you name a show something like that, you give yourself a built-in expiration date. Like How I Met Your Mother. Once they meet the mother, show over. If you set a goal in the opening title of your show, you can't be surprised if there comes a point when that stops being meaningful and the show no longer makes sense for its title. Damn it, I was hoping I'd get that out faster. Okay. Right? You bite his neck and turn into a vampire. Unfortunately, I gave him a power boost, and it's not good for me. Fuck! Oh, God. He's aggressive, so in theory I should be able to parry him pretty well. But as I've mentioned in the past, my parry timing is not the best when it comes to the gun. Also leaves me in less powerful, untransformed state of my weapon. Hey, Rock. You doing, girl? There we go. That's a good shot. Okay. See? Much better. Nope, no grab. Grab it. Damn it. I was convinced it wasn't gonna stun it because you need to press the pink button in order to have it work again. Got some twin blood shards. What I need, though, at this point, is blood chunk. Where I came in at? No, it can't be. Saw the stairs going up, and I was like, I came downstairs. Sometimes you just go up so you can go down. Okay. There's a side door. Before I open it, though, let me open this door. With the lantern in this room. You always want to check out the side rooms because they usually have the shit you need to go to the next area. Once you unlock the next dungeon or whatever, you're gonna need more materials to make them. And usually the stuff you need will eventually be able to be bought. But if you want to get it immediately, you have to explore these side areas because they'll usually have the stuff you need in a chest somewhere. And while I know technically all we're doing is insofar as to get to the boss of this layer, so this side area is optional to accomplish that. You know, might as well, right? Usually up here, there's, yep, there, a bunch of explosive barrels, and right above me, typically, some variety of cannon. You walk out there, cannon fires, whole place explodes, you die. Can't deal with this tiniest bit by get as many as I was hoping for. Ooh, but it did catch someone's attention. Got one of those snatchers. this way. Gosh, this game is so hard to see. Put on my lantern. Lights up just a tiny bit. Dark is, you know, supposed to be dark because it's got a gothic theme. But it can also be very obscuring when you're trying to fucking see where you're going. Or when other people are trying to watch you and everything's so dark they can't tell what's going on. There's a chest. If you're bashing, if some kind of trap is constantly dropping and rolling a ball somewhere. Toothpicks worth of HP. There we go, the ritual blood. Ritual blood out of it. Thank you. Ow! Rip! There we go. I was like, what the fuck am I on the outside of this for? Alright. Switch to lower this bridge. Here but lurking, was up too late playing D&D and may fall asleep any minute. Hello, Aces! Welcome in. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, there's the dog I heard. I hope you had fun playing D&D. If you're awake enough, you can tell me what you were playing as. I'd love to hear. Ah! God! Big man's not happy. Your audio is very low compared to game? Oh. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Let me see here. Here is my microphone. What if I move it a little closer to me? I've been trying to push my mic back just a touch lately because I listened back on one of my old VODs and I was like incredibly loud. So I've been pushing it back ever so slightly ever since. Alright. Pulled the mic a little closer to me. I turned the game volume down a tiny fraction. Let me... sound? Yes. Turn everything down by like one notch. Could be that the game audio is a bit too loud. Well, I just turned all that down too, so it's drowning you out. That is also a possibility. This game can be very loud when it suddenly decides to be. I hear you better now. Okay, good. Like, a lot of the time, it's a very quiet atmosphere, but when the action starts, it can get pretty loud. Much better. Okie dokie. Excellent. Excelente, as they say in, Portugal? I don't know if they say excelente in Portugal. I assume they speak Portuguese there. Ow! And I know that there are not dissimilarities. Not a lot of... God, I don't even know what I'm saying. There are some similarities with Portuguese and the more, you know, Spanish-based languages, but I don't know if they say excelente or if they have, like, another word for it. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. I was playing a one-shot with Eindridge, Flex, Ox, Yeye, AJ, Nova, and a friend of Ein's who does voice acting. I was a changeling rogue. Ooh, I love playing as changelings. I was a changeling bard in my last D&D game. When Vash came to visit, we played a one-shot. Technically a two-shot, because it took 2 sessions, but you know what one-shot means. Vash was playing a wizard. What are those winged cats called? They were playing a winged cat as their character. A wizard. Like, normally the winged cat is like the wizard's familiar, but this was the actual wizard in this case, and that was the joke of it. We were also playing with my sister. This should have been a two-shot. My sister was a half-elf ranger. I was a changeling bard. And Vash's husband was our DM. But we got through it. Excellent! But I love playing as changelings. There's a lot of roleplay potential there. Hintertomb Chalice. Excellent. Now we can hinter the tombs. Hinter is coming! Definitely cold enough for Hinter to be coming. If Hinter is some ancient way of saying winter, which it's not. I'm gonna drive me crazy not to be able to think of what that flying cat is called. My character has a trait where they change to some preferred forms based on emotion. I had my character had a, let's say, a shapeshifter default mode, where if they were trying to maintain cover, they had a form that they went to so often that they could take it without concentrating all that hard on it. When sad, would appear as an Aasimar. When angry, a tiefling. That's pretty cool, too. I just love the amount of, like, roleplay potential that changelings have with that kind of thing. And my character, as a bard, had really good charisma, so he could easily act as sort of the party's face. You know, have conversations with people, and he would carry a few costumes with him, because rules is written, the changelings' clothes don't change with them. And he was technically a circus performer, so he was usually wearing big, bright, colorful outfits. But sometimes that's not great for spy work. So he'd always have like 1 or 2 disguises on hand. His backstory was that he was abandoned as a child due to being born a changeling. But he discovered the circus, and he fell in love with acting because he saw... Well, I guess the circus is a little... not specific enough. It's like a theater troupe that, like, goes from town to town performing plays, skits, entertaining things, all stuff of that nature, and fell in love with acting, and joined the troupe due to their ability to shapeshift, letting them play multiple roles in the theater. And his general hook, shall you say, is that the theater was in trouble financially, so he was using his abilities that he's picked up and the ones he was born with to go out and try and earn money to keep the theater afloat, since it's essentially where he grew up. I had high charisma and dex. I never got successfully hit in the entire game. My sister was the one who did most of the fighting. She was a ranger, and she had her feat where she did extra damage was to undead, and most of our enemies were undead. And she had a bow that did extra damage to undead. So she took out most of the enemies before we really even got started with them. What ones my sister didn't take out with her half-elf ranger were taken out by taken out by an ogre that we kept fearing, and it kept running away because it was an undead ogre with some weird mechanical parts. Whenever it was in danger, it would like take it would like get a speed boost and immediately plow through whatever was in its way. That would include its own undead teammates sometimes that would like fucking trample all over them. I was a soul knife rogue and was just stealthing and sneak attacking with my psychic blades. A changeling rogue. Very good for stealth missions, I would say. Changelings make for great stealth players in general, no matter what class you are. But like, the approach is different depending on what class you're playing, I would assume. I did get to deliver the final hit to the boss, though. That was fun. Can't think of the word. I have to look it up now. The fucking... The name for the winged cats. I gotta look it up. I've been trying to passively think of it this whole time, and it's just not coming to me. And I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna feel like an idiot for not being able to remember. Tressym, that's it. Bash is playing as a Tressym. Gale from Baldur's Gate 3 has a Tressym as a familiar. Yeah. Bash was a Tressym wizard. My sister was a half-elf ranger. And I was a changeling bard. Yi took us on an unexpected route and used animal handling on the final boss to tame it. We hit the pacifist ending. What was your final boss? Ours was some weird god that had been experimented on. We hit a nat 20 on taming a hydra? Does animal handling work on hydras? I forget. I guess it doesn't really matter. More about having fun anyway. I think Eindritch let it fly for the sake of creativity and hitting the 20. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter as much in the long run as long as you're having fun, right? But my character, uh, his name was Ash. Oh, he had the silver tongue feat with his charisma and with the subclass skill. What? My character had the same name? Was your character also named Ash? No way. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I've still got my character's fucking character sheet stuff. I use Reroll. It's an app on the phone for my character sheets, and it lets you like make a little model and everything. Hold on, I'm pulling it up now. Mine was spelled Ash with an E. Mine was spelled without the E, so I guess there's at least a difference. What are the chances, though? Yeah, but Ash had a skill called Silver Tongue, where at third level, when making a Persuasion or Deception check, a d20 of a 9, a d20 roll of a 9 or lower is treated as a 10, and then bonuses are added. And with the bonuses I had, that meant the absolute lowest I could roll on any charisma or perception or persuasion-based rolls was a 15. The lowest I could roll was a 15. They were a gender fluid, demi-pansexual with the Haunted One's background. My character was also a gender fluid pansexual, not necessarily a demi-pansexual, because, you know, when you're playing a bard, you have to be willing to do things for the party sometimes. You have people expect you to be like the charming person. But I had the actor background. Well, it was a sort of tiny modified version of the actor background, but not heavily modified. It was just modified enough to work with my backstory. Anyway, that's what I was doing. I was gonna post. I was gonna take like a little video of my character and like post it in the Discord or send it to you in DM or something. All right, screen record. Yeah, I know it's recording. I'm just getting a good glimpse of all of his stuff on his character sheet here. I'm gonna post it. So I'm just recording all this stuff. That way I can share it so you can get a good look at my character sheet. Yeah, I had actor, but I called it wandering theater troupe actor. Just to sort of justify the tiny changes to how it worked. Alright. There we go. Now, that video is about 1 minute and 20 seconds long or so. But I'm going to post it in the Discord under D&D Talk. Oh, I see you already have a drawing of your character posted. Oh, they look really good. I tend to use masculine pronouns most of the time for Ash, but they are... It's mostly he, they, but they are generally gender fluid. Alright, I've posted it, it's just loading, because it's a minute and like 20 seconds long, so all that takes time to post. Get back to doing what I came here to do, which was getting to the end of this second layer of this dungeon so I can get my favorite armor set of the game. Okay, elevator I came down on. Side room. This is where I'm going. This way. This way. There we go. Ah, I'm gonna pop out real quick, though. Turn to the dream so I can restash my blood and bullets. Oh, hold on. Of course it exceeds file size. Oh well, screenshots it is. There. I'm not exactly an artist, so the little pixel art that they let you do in reroll is just, you know, that.
Welcome home. What is it?
But it gives a
Very
general
well.
idea of how they're
Let
supposed
me
to look.
stand
Alrighty. Stamina. Never know, the
Farewell.
tiniest bit of extra stamina might be the difference between failure and defeat. I like it! Aw, thank you! I also used a rapier. Well, mine's like an enchanted rapier. I forget what it was supposed to do. I'd have to go read the description. But like, I could activate an effect on it, and it would let me cast, like, some level of spell or something or other. I remember my circlet that I wore had the ability to let me cast fear on a target, even though I didn't have that prepared. Because I used that on that ogre that I was talking about. Mostly it was Vash who kept the fear going, but I did use my circlet on it once to keep the fear going. We essentially feared that ogre to death. Because we kept fearing it, we kept succeeding, it kept having to run away from us at like Mach speed, running over its teammates, and eventually it was going so fast that it crashed into a wall and died. We literally feared an ogre to death. Hi, #1 ball licker and muncher. How are you today? I hope you're having a pleasant Monday. I hope you're also having a warm Monday wherever you live. Even if it's cold, I hope you are staying warm. Very cold for a lot of people in a lot of places today. I was just talking some D&D with Aces McGee. We apparently were both playing changelings named Ash in our most recent D&D games. Though their changeling was spelled Ash, A-S-H-E, and mine was just A-S-H. So, tiny difference. I'm having a good Tuesday night so far. Is it already Tuesday for you? What time zone do you live in? Still Monday here. It's a witch! Ow! Oh god, I blew up! That lady really set my world on fire. I live in Germany. You may have told me that before, but I absolutely forgot if you did. But you're not the first person who's ever joined my streams from Germany, so I do actually know how late it is there. Flex was a bard. She played a kobold hybrid that was basically a dog mascot. She used vicious mockery on the Hydra for 1 damage, then hissed at it to intimidate. Rolled a natural 20 on that. It was like a little 3-foot dragon guy intimidated the big bad boss. Of course, Flex hissed at the Hydra. Oh, I would have given anything to see that. Oh, so good. I've got so many characters I've never even played. And I've got characters who I've made who were supposed to be for, like, one-shots that were meant to be, you know, over and done with, that turned into, like, longer things, who became, like, really well-developed characters when they were intended to be joke characters that were supposed to be over and done with quickly. Like, okay, I had a grung character. If you don't know what the grung are, they're like little frog people, and in their society, their place in the hierarchy is determined based on the color of their skin. Ox was a grung. Awesome. Okay, then I don't have to explain any more of that, hopefully. But I was playing a blue grung, which is like the second lowest in grung society, named Frogbeard. He was a pirate. And in his mind, he was the most fearsome pirate there ever was. Reality tended to disagree with him on that. But he was made to just be like a little comedy character. He was a rogue swashbuckler. And Frogbeard always talked like this, and always talked in the third person. So Frogbeard would always refer to Frogbeard as Frogbeard. He was supposed to be like a little one-off comedy character that wasn't supposed to be taken too seriously. But that game expanded, as games sometimes do. And he became like one of my most well-developed characters. Also, shockingly, if you've never played Swashbuckler class, they are a very broken class. I think we secretly copied you. Ox was a pirate? No fucking way! You guys had a grung pirate and a changeling named Ash? Have you gotten it? Did you get into my character list and just copy all my fucking characters? Was there also a wizard in a wheelchair who used her magic to get over the fact that she was handicapped as like a way of, you know, being able to still be active despite being in a wheelchair? Hmm? Did you have one of those rabbit people, what are they called? A Harengi, I think, maybe, as a monk who was also a dancer? Nope, you beat us on this one. Oh, man. Oh. I'm gonna just go ahead and ban this person, because usually this kind of thing is one of those, scam things, where they're like, add me on Discord, and then they, like, fucking flood you. And they never have another thing to say, so. And it even says possible ban evader. So, ban. Goodbye. Sorry about that. If they were a real person, I apologize, but chances are they were just a bot. Roxy! You know, I used to run a game for my nieces way back in the day. I was very loose with the rules because they were all still learning D&D at the time. At the time, every single one of them was playing as a tabaxi. You know, the cat race. We had a Tortle cleric. Ooh, that's a very good class. Tortles are like damn near unkillable, and clerics can be great fucking tanks if built right. Tiefling barbarian, also fun. Hopefully they weren't just being, you know, Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3, but, you know, there's a lot of Tiefling barbarians, so. Air Genasi mage, oh, Genasi's fun. Dragonborn fighters, always gotta respect the Dragonborns. My very first D&D character was a Dragonborn. Grung ranger, Kobold bard, and a changeling rogue. So your pirate was a ranger. Mine was a rogue. I was playing a swashbuckler rogue. Swashbucklers, as I've come to understand from playing one, can be massively broken. In terms of combat skill, at least. Grung was... my Grung. Frogbeard, he was... hilarious, but damn near useless in social situations because he didn't understand polite society. He he grew up learning about stuff by reading human books, and he fell in love with the idea of pirates from a human romance novel, but doesn't really understand what any of that means beyond what he's read. The tiefling was AJ Bluecloud. She was really thoughtful and soft-spoken outside of combat. Fair enough. You just, sometimes you worry that certain features become overly processed thanks to some popular media. Like, how many people, after Critical Role started airing, started ending battles with, how would you like to do this? Or something to that effect, So nowadays, since the release of Baldur's Gate 3, you worry when you see something like a tiefling barbarian. You're worried that they're just going to be Karlach. Or when they're a Gith at all, you assume they're going to be Lae'zel. Oh, shit. This is the boss I wanted to kill. Hey, I totally got you on that. Not fair. Gotcha. This thing's very easy to parry, as long as you just keep shooting at it. Ah. And dead. Keeper of the Old Lords is out. Thank you for your fire katana. Awesome pause. Okay, now with it dead, I can go buy my favorite outfit in this game. Discord has Malvola, Pale Red Demon, who I just kind of want to pick me up and throw me, so... And Karlach was my romance option on my main playthrough for BG3. I think I have a type. Or Dispatch. I was about to say, what on earth are you talking about? Is Dispatch another web series? I only know, like, the two main ones, Dimension 20 and Critical Role. And I'm far more familiar with Critical Role than I am with Dimension 20. I just know that it exists, and that's where, like, Brandon Lee Mulligan is, like, from. My sister watches that one a lot more than I do. Ha ha ha! Bone Ash! Game I've been playing on my Saturday streams. Oh, okay. Let's see. My first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. I was following Baldur's Gate 3 back when it was still, like, in early access. So, I want to establish just how long I'd been getting ready for this fucking game. Like, before almost anyone knew what Baldur's Gate 3 fucking was, I knew what it was. And I was so fucking happy to see it explode in popularity like it did. See, my first playthrough, I was trying to romance Shadowheart, but I somehow screwed that up and ended up romancing Gale instead. Dispatch, that Dispatch. I thought you were talking about some kind of like tabletop game. Yes, I do know that one. I don't count that though. I have 600 hours into BG3 before the game ever launched. Oh man, yeah. So you and I were both on top of that shit before it ever came out. But yeah, I was trying to romance Shadowheart. Somehow I messed that up and ultimately ended up romancing Gale. My second route, I was playing as the Dark Urge, because in my opinion, it's not a Baldur's Gate game, not a ball spawn. I know that's a bit of a spoiler, but I'm hoping if people know what that means, they're not being spoiled by it, and if they don't know, they don't understand the context, so... Yeah, just, like, it's not really a Baldur's Gate game if you're not playing as a ball spawn. Mithara, that's what I was about to say. Mithara was my Dark Urge romance. I still played as a good Dark Urge, and I sort of was working on the idea, like, my character's trying to slowly redeem Minthara because she was being used by the Absolute. She's still not a good person, but she has potential. At least that was my headcanon for why my character, who was a good Dark Urge, was romancing Minthara. One playthrough I played as a Githyanki paladin. I romanced Karlach. Another playthrough I was a dark elf bard and I romanced Lae'zel. I did do an evil playthrough to get the evil ending because that's like one of the achievements. This is my favorite outfit though in this game. The Bone Ash outfit. I love playing magic characters, and this is straight up the closest you get to being a wizard in this game. But it's so much more badass than a regular wizard. I've romanced Astarion, Gale, Karlach, Lae'zel. I think the only characters I haven't romanced on one playthrough or another are Shadowheart, ironically, because she was the first one I was trying to romance, and Will. Just because Will doesn't really get a lot for his romance options. It's really sad. My boy Will deserves better. Oh, that finally puts me roughly even on blood vials and quicksilver bullets. Of course, slightly higher on blood vials, but I go through them faster anyway. Alright, now that I finally got this outfit, time for me. Koji in jail. Forbidden Woods. To go back to the woods. There's a boss we need to beat down in the woods. For one of my birthday streams, actually, though, like 3 years back, I think, for my birthday, we made D&D characters. Just the people in chat and me worked together to make D&D characters. It was fun. It was really fun. And I've got, like, I don't know, maybe over 50 D&D characters at this point that I've never used. One day I'll just go through the entire list. Some of them are extremely fleshed out. Others are just cool concepts that I've always wanted to try and play. Like, some are characters that I've been trying to make but never finished. Like, there's one I've been stuck on forever that I've been trying to make. I wanted to do a half-orc fighter, but I wanted to make him like a cross-dresser. And I've been trying forever to make that work. Oh my god, okay. Another one of you assholes. I'm sorry. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream and make these people stop invading my stream. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, save my stream. I could talk D&D forever. I probably really could. Snake Ball! Mr. Batman. Oh, that's a good one. I should have thought of that. Man. Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying my hardest to make a character who is a half-orc cross-dresser, and he's a fighter. Because, like, he's gonna be all business during combat, and then, like, the crux of him is, like, outside of combat, he's very flashy, showy, you know, very drag queen-esque. One of the biggest challenges for me is finding a name for that character. Because I need a good drag queen name for them. And all the best drag queen names in D&D work so much better for mage characters than fighters. Next time we do a game with a bunch of streamers, we'll have to get you involved. Oh, I'd love that. Obviously, only if everyone is okay with it, of course. But I would absolutely love that. Poison. Hey, sis! Flax! Welcome in! We were definitely not just talking about you earlier. Ah, that's who I am. Snake Ball! You're dead. Hello, hello. Oh? Don't worry about it. We were not discussing at all you hissing at a Hydra. There was no discussion of that to be had. Ev and I both played as changelings named Ash. That part is true. The most recent D&D game I played, I was a changeling named Ash. I, however, was a bard, not a rogue. You sure you're not the same changeling? That would be funny. The coincidence that we were both playing a changeling named Ash is hysterical. But if it secretly turned out to be the same person, that would be even more hysterical. But I think not, because Ace has posted art of their character, and I see that their Ash is different than my Ash. We both are playing gender-fluid, pansexual changelings named Ash, but that is about where it ends. Don't get me wrong, that's a fucking hilarious coincidence. But that's about where it ends. Mine was on a horrible accident and forgot they used to be. You're changelings, so of course they look different. They can look like anything. Fair, but like, default changeling mode even was different. Now I've just been talking about D&D for like the last, I don't know, hour. Man, that guy looks like he had a splitting headache. You could say he's of multiple minds about the situation. Stop attacking me, you tiny hydras! I'll hiss at you. I'm not a kobold, but I'll hiss at you. Hey, Mash, as far as I'm concerned. I've got a lot of characters. Oh my god, okay, also, apparently, one of you was playing as a pirate grung, and I have another character who is a grung, who is a pirate named Frogbeard. So there's another hilarious coincidence. That's canon in my head now. My changeling used to have preferred face that they forgot. Ox was, right, that's what Ace has said. Ox was a pirate grung, and I have a character who is a pirate grung named Frogbeard. He was supposed to be a one-shot comedy character, but ended up being used in multiple games, ended up being one of my most in-depth characters I've ever played. So, that's a lesson I learned the hard way, is that even if you're thinking you're only going to be playing that character for 1 or 2 games, try and put more thought into them. Because I ended up having to flesh that character out much more after we started playing, since that game ended up picking up and going for longer than a one-shot that it was supposed to be. And like, It was originally just designed to be a comedy character. Most of the backstory came after we started playing, and I was like, oh god, I don't have enough depth to this character. No, I will refuse. I've got so many unused characters that I have never had a chance to play. I was just before you got here talking about how one I'm trying to make work that I've not been able to make work. Lex don't play by no rules. I'm trying to make a half-orc fighter who's a crossdresser. Basically, I'm trying to make a drag queen character, and I'm having trouble, most especially with the character's name, because all the best drag names in D&D work better for magic-based characters than they do for fighters. Like, the concept of the character is, fighters are what you would call, like, the basic bitch class, right? They're meant for combat, and they're not particularly flashy in terms of what they do. They're really good at fighting, and that's typically it. So I wanted to take a fighter, what's not boring, but perhaps one of the most bread and butter classes in the game, and turn them into something extremely extravagant. I'm gonna go crash now, running at about 4 hours of sleep with my lunchtime nap today. Sleep well, Aces! Yes, I agree with Flex. Sleep well. I understand what being tired is like. I'm going to understand it even more once we figure out when I'm doing the 24-hour stream this month. It's gonna be sometime this month. I'm thinking, oh god, he's giving me a hug with all of his snake heads! I'm thinking perhaps the 21st? Gotta be before Thanksgiving. Because Thanksgiving is the 27th. But yeah, like, drag names like Misty Step, that would be a great drag name, but that's a spell, so it would work better for a mage character. When we were trying to think of it last... Oh god, it was last December when I was talking about this, so it's been almost a year that I've been... Over a year that I've been working on this character. Somebody came up with the idea of Hal's Beard. And I was like, well, that's not a name, but that's absolutely the drag bar they work at now. 100% Hal's Beard is now the name of the drag bar they work at. Ooh, Big Snake Boy! Excuse me. Oh. Spitting is not polite. And I want them to have, like, a halberd or some other pole-based weapon, and occasionally have them work, like, dance moves into their combat. Like, use the pole-based weapon as, like, an impromptu stripper pole type thing. I think that would be hilarious. Clear deep sea. Clear. Bit cold blood. That's what my blood turns into whenever I eat too much gravy. Enjoy your lurk, Flex. Thank you for stopping by. Little ball of snakes. You're snaking me crazy. Give myself a 6 out of 10 for that one. Like every name we could think of for that character suited a magic character better than a fighter. Other times I come up with ideas like, oh, I want to play as one of those new bunny characters. I'll make them a monk, that way I can beat them up with their bunny paws. And, not Egyptian, but like one of those, belly dancers, and done. Her name is Hafifa, there we go. And I threw all that together, and it's like, there you go, there's the character. Just because I just wanted to play as one of the bunny characters, and I just kind of picked everything as I went. Other times I labor over characters for a long time, such as the one I'm trying to make, who is still currently nameless. My drag queen half-orc. You are in fire. You are sitting on a fire, killing yourself. Like, you can move. You are allowed to move. Nope, no, just gonna, okay. Just gonna sit in a fire until you die, huh? You guys may have a lot of heads, but it's clear you don't have a lot of brains. Aw, poor horsey. Ooh, you big snake boys. This is probably my least favorite level in Bloodborne. Just because no matter how many times I go through it, it's still incredibly annoying to do. It's very easy to get lost, even if you've played this game a bunch like I have. Does everything try to poison you? And if we've established one thing, that I hate the levels in FromSoft games with all the poison. Like, I've played this game a dozen times over. But if you ask me to, like, draw this level, like a map of this level from memory, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, anytime I have to play this section, I just walk until I walk into something I recognize. Walk, 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 like I'm in a Lord of the Rings novel. Okay, let's try and do this one at a time, shall we? Nope, I didn't want to roll that way. There we go. One dead. Some blood, which is good, but I need the blood chunks at this point. Ow. Give me those bloodstone shards. Give me that deep sea. Yeah. Look at you. You got blood all over my outfit. What kind of game do you think we're playing here? Can't believe in a game called Bloodborne, I'm covered in blood. Rude. Like, in theory, you can go through this level just by walking on this main road here. But that's not as fun. Plus, there's a lot of stuff you wouldn't uncover if you did that. There's down there, though. I think there's a snake right there. I think there is. Can't confirm that, but I think there is. I think I can jump over there from here. I think there's a knife there. Oh. Well, I messed that up. Oh god, aliens! Aliens in my werewolf game! Oh gosh. Okay. Need to kill that one really quickly so it stops shooting at me. Anti-clockwise metamorphosis. Ooh, some triangle gemstones. Very nice. Those are the rarest ones. Crescent gemstones. Madman's knowledge. Ah, yes. Okay, now I know where I am. Thankfully, this part's not poisonous. Fireflies are a nice touch, though. Alright, so there should be a shortcut back up this way. And the boss I need to go fight is down that way. But I'm gonna go open the shortcut first, because that's how these games work. It with these motherfucking snakes in your motherfucking brain. Elevator access. Shortcut unlocked. There we go. Into this building. Yeesh. Ah! Fuck! Thank you for the blood vials. Absolutely needed them. Alright, that's the shortcut I came down here from. So now, I can come down from that shortcut, walk back over to that shortcut. Ooh, I think I see an item, though. Must have missed it. Either an item or just some little bright spot. Could have been that lamp, maybe. Let me get back over there and take another look. Or it's just not like lighted up or something. Oh, that's absolutely an item right there. For how to get. Might have to find some way around the house. Oh well. Let's not focus on that for now. I can try and get that later. When I'm not, you know, halfway through this level, trying to get back to where I was. By die trying to get that, all these enemies are going to come back and it's going to be very annoying. So, better to work from here and get back to where I was. That way I can continue exploring at my leisure. Having to fight everything again would be a massive pain. Find where I dropped that before. Okay, there's jump. I missed the jump because I pressed the wrong button. I'm glad they added just normal jump to Elden Ring eventually. I bet it was frustrating at first having to deal with it, because it made it so that everything they were used to making was different. Like how they design levels and stuff, they had to design it now around the ability to jump. Graveguard mask. I think I can fight one of the graveguards around here, can't I? There's the rest of the graveguard outfit. Here are the piggies. Also fast there. I didn't even get to do the plunge attack. Right. That number is baptized in the river. Seen a vision of my life and I wanna be delivered. In the city was a sinner. Done a lot of things wrong, but I swear I'm a believer. Like the prodigal son, I was out on my own. Now I'm trying to find my way back home. Baptized in the river. I'm delivered. I'm delivered. And I haven't listened to that song in years. I don't even remember who does it. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Isn't that funny how just sometimes something can just instantly come back to you? Like something you hadn't thought about in a very long time. Just whoosh, suddenly it's back. All at once. Well, I guess not all at once, because I can't remember who sings it. So, I didn't remember all of it. Like, I remember the song now. I used to listen to that song all the time. In middle school and high school, when I would get on the bus to go to school, I was like one of the first people picked up. So I had to get up super early. The bus ride was like an hour long, because we live out when there's lots of mountainous areas and deep hollers that kids live in, so they had to, go to all those to pick up all the kids in the general vicinity. So when you were the first one picked up, your bus ride lasted for a while. You also had to get up extra early to, get the bus. And rather than just sit on a cold, dark bus, I would put on my MP3 player. No, don't gesture, you fucking idiot! Oh, it's one of my least favorite things, is that you use, like, motion controls on the controller to determine when you want to use a fucking emote or whatever. One of those reactions or whatever you want to call them. And sometimes, like that, they will happen out of pure bad luck. I wasn't doing anything particularly different, and yet he decided to do a bow, because I guess I slid my controller that direction too much. And now I'm actively trying to do it, and it's not happening. So I don't fucking know. It's so frustrating when it does that. Because like it never activates when I want it to, and only ever activates when it would be very inconvenient for it to, like it just did. Because it had me stuck performing the action. Ow! I have been poisoned. I was just like animation locked for a hot second there. I'm lucky I didn't die. I get that they wanted to like make use of the weird motion control stuff they built into the controller. But I feel like they should have just left that shit alone. Not the fucking Wii. Only motion controls on this controller. Woo! Oh boy. Okay. And get through that attack. Couldn't get behind him to get a visceral attack, but I got a lot of blood vials back out of it, so I didn't have to expend, I don't think, any fighting him. Can I cross here? Yes, I can. What's on the other side? I don't remember. I think where I fell from, actually. Yeah, I think this tree leads to where I dropped down at, where I picked up the Graveguard set. So I think that's the second way to get up there. But you don't get the mask if you drop down there, just the rest of it. I could have sworn one of those Graveguards enemies was like an enemy here. Maybe I just haven't found him yet, but I'm pretty close to the end of this section. Another thing I hate about this place. So confusing, you never know where any of the enemies are. So, you might walk up to something and think you've killed all the enemies, and then boom, more snakes. There. I think there should be a spot where I can gently drop down and pick up some stuff. I'm gonna have to get up on the sides somewhere. Why did all these things look like that amygdala head? Gross. Ah, might be it. Drop down here. There we go. Oh, okay, this must be what I was thinking of. I can fight the younger Madara's twin if I summon him here. Pretty sure that's a fight. I don't think I'd be summoning him to help me. Look how red that shit is. And it's not open from this side. This was the side it did open from. What do I do from here then? Get out of here. There's a path. If I consider fighting the younger Madara's twin here, pretty sure I'd be summoning him to fight. Ringing old hunter bell. There. No? Huh. I could have sworn it was a battle. How deeply red that was? But he's not wearing the Graveguard set, so absolutely not. I remember fighting like a Graveguard in this area, I think. Might have been the other Madara's twin then. Weave! Sure he'll catch up with it. If he doesn't, I'm sure he'll mustard. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm misremembering where I find the Graveguard enemy. Which I still assume is one of the Madara's twins. He just fucking vanished because he couldn't drop down from that ledge. Okay, there's that. It's a big pig. Be careful. Charge. Ah, you took a step back at the exact worst moment. Thank you. I was gonna get a visceral attack on you and it would have been super cool. But no! I'm a pig who has a jump. I'm a jumpy pig. Worried it wasn't dead there for a second. Dissipating Lake. Getting a lot of runes here, though. Absolutely worth picking up the runes. Those are essentially your version of rings in this game. Blood Vial. I mean, I'm not going to fight the boss with this few amount of Blood Vials regardless. Okay. Charge in a different direction than I was. Oh boy. Oh thank you. Ah, shit. Stuck on a wall and zombie guys and ugh. Alright, there, you're dead. I get 2 fucking blood vials back off you at least. Hoping for 4, but I'll settle for 2. Dark blood gemstone. Right. And I'm pretty sure I come down this way, and then there's a fork in the path. If I go... Yeah, that's so red. I'm not used to it being this red. Henrik. I killed Henrik. Or at least I helped Eileen kill Henrik. I go up this way. I think I can unlock that gate. Hey, look, there he is. And then down this path should be the boss. That opens a shortcut there, but I don't typically use that one. Got him with me. he's using the axe. Not what I would expect from someone wearing a butcher outfit. But it does make sense in FromSoft lore. You've always got a butcher wearing an axe. Although it's usually some sort of big knife. So, maybe it doesn't make sense now that I think about it. Now, typically, what I would do is I would take the first elevator down, run back and take that second elevator to where it drops me off at the Firefly area, the pond, the boots, and the fur. Yes, this one. So, first elevator, then go back a bit and take the second elevator down here, and then come down here. And then basically mad dash through this section to get to the boss. But I've got all my shortcuts open, so I'm not going to fight the boss with less than full blood vials, though. It's not gonna happen, Chiefy. While I should be a decent level to fight the boss, it can be tricky due to the circumstances of what that boss is, which I'm not going to reveal just yet. I'm gonna make sure I didn't forget anything in here, since I kind of fell down in here instead of, you know, coming through here naturally like one would have expected. Alright, okay, yeah, just a dead end. This is basically where I fell at. Right, so take the elevators up and then up again. Head back to the Hunter's Dream, stock up, level up. I think I can probably get 2. I need to start working on getting Ludwig killed so I can get my sword that I actually want to use. That way the arcane that I'm building up is actually going to serve a purpose. I mean, I've got this. So far, it's the only real arcane weapon I have. I mean, I've got fire bombs, too. They scale on arcane. But my point is, I'm working on an arcane build for my sword. I've got a decent amount of arcane, but I don't have the weapon that uses it yet. So all that arcane is kind of going to waste. Now, I could, perhaps... Oh, there's got to be a path in this forest, I believe, somewhere. And he's dead. Tried to walk down the fucking pit hole. Way to go, genius! Thought I was gonna fight him. I didn't. Which means it was essentially a waste of insight. Because it costs 1 insight to summon those bastards. Pick this one up.
Do not forget to cooperate with...
I've got one of those vermin, I just haven't crushed it yet. Okay. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Sorry, I'm leaning back, so... Gosh. Good golly gosh.
Well, what is it? Very
If I'm
well.
close enough
Let
to
me
get
stand
free, I
close.
might pop a few cold bloods real quick. Close-ish. Need like 9,000
Farewell.
more. Which is less than half. Anyway, a little more than what I needed, but it should suffice.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me.
Okay. 1 in endurance to get me at an even 20 for now. Vitality, 1 in strength for extra damage.
Farewell, good.
Yeah, there's a place in that forest area. Forget where exactly. But it should take me to a small little poisonous cave where I can climb up to get an item and take me to another place, and in that place I can find a very powerful arcane item. Question is, do I want to scour that fucking forest for that cave? I mean, I'm gonna have to eventually if I'm gonna fight all the bosses. Ludwig's Holy Blade, that's what I'm actually using. But if I want his actual Holy Blade, I need to go fight Ludwig and kill him. Easy, Rocks, you're almost gonna knock your food on the floor. Alright, let me go take care of the boss here, and then I can scour the woods to my heart's content. Excuse me. You didn't see me. I take this elevator down. Run past you. Don't touch me, I'm famous. Okay, fireflies, and then turn this way to the river. I'll probably start running, but I'll be able to turn off this direction before it gets to me. Close the gap here. Alright. Get down here before he follows. And there we go. Just like that. Now I can get to the boss room. No problem! I'm also trying to give, like, hints if anyone decides to play this game for the first time themselves. Alright. There's the boss. Or should I say bosses? Yeah, 3 guys. Will become common enemies later. Shadows of Yarnum are no fucking joke right now. Ow! Alright, so we've got 3 of them. One with the mace and the fireball is a mostly long-range fighter. The one with the katana is a mostly close-range fighter. And the one with the katana and a candle likes to mix it up. So you've got 3 enemies with various kinds of aggro. Ow, 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 fire! Oh, I'm dead! I got locked into that fucking fire, man. I should probably put on an outfit with a little bit more fire resistance. You're absolutely going to need it for this fight. And I don't recall if the Bone Ash has good fire resistance. It might, in fact, have really bad fire resistance. Okay, probably the best I've got right now is the Charred Hunter set. Probably also go back and check those runes out. I'm sure I picked up at least one that might improve my fire defense some. Right. Fire resistance 60. That's not really bad. 140. Also not bad, but where's the... Yeah, the same one. So yeah, it's actually got good fire resistance. I think I'd remember that, but... Poison resistance. Rapid and slow. Fire damage reduction. There we go. Okay. So I've already got decent fire resistance in terms of armor. I just got caught in a bad situation where I was stun locked. This time I'll make sure to remember to send these elevators back up in case I have to take this path again. Don't touch. Alright, wait for that one to come back up. So as you kill those guys, each time one of them dies, they get progressively stronger. So, strategies can either be focus down on one till it's dead, then deal with the other two as they slowly get stronger. And then when you kill a second one, the last one left will enter a phase 3, a very powerful phase 3 where they can fucking summon snakes at your ass. Or, what I sort of intend to do, try and keep them all relatively close together. That way, by the time I'm ready to kill one, the other two won't be that far behind it. So they won't be able to spend too long in phases 2 and 3. Phase 2, when one dies, the other two will grow snakes out of their body, and they'll get stronger and faster attacks. Phase 3, will be able to summon snakes at you. Depending on which one is alive, it'll do slightly different things, I believe. I do recommend trying to get rid of the fucking caster here first. Altogether. Not good. He's dead though, so. I forgot it's only once they get to a certain health phase. I thought it was once they died. It's been a bit, okay? Give me a break. Ow! That one was fucking long range because he's got like snake arms now. Ow! Stop it! didn't pick up my souls either. Or my blood echoes. Whatever. Ugh. See what I mean? You see what I mean? You got to see all 3 phases there, and you definitely got to see how annoying that last phase is, and you definitely understand now why I don't want them to stay in that phase very long. Okay, at least now I remember it's relative to how weak 1 is. Like, when you focus down on 1, they'll all enter phase 2 eventually, so try and keep them all relatively close together, which was my plan anyway, but now I know more to do that. Like, don't focus on 1 too much, because it won't matter if they die, it just matters how weak they all are for phase 2. So if I can get them to enter phase 2 and they're all relatively around the same threshold, less time any of them have to spend in phase 3 if I can then focus them down in phase 2. Okay, now. Here we go. Here we go. Now 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. 4, nothing wrong with me. 5, nothing wrong with me. 6, nothing wrong with me. 7, nothing wrong with me. 8, nothing wrong with me. 9, nothing wrong with me. 10! There is nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with me. Ow, 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 ow! Shit, that's the thing that killed me that first time. Alright, probably better than didn't plan that shit. Ouch. Ow! Okay, gotta get that middle one now. Fire breather. Okay, okay. Woohoo. God damn it, they're all grouped too close together. You guys break up a little bit? Okay, Roxy? Alright, here they go. Phase 2. Ow! Oh! 7 snakes already. They're all still alive. There's no fucking way they're in phase 3. Oh, that's so bad. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh god! No! Stop it! Fucking stop! Oh, this is the worst possible scenario. Okay, one more down. One left. Ugh, fuck you! Fuck you and your brothers! Blood Rapture. Okay, that was close. That was too close. Okay, so... Oh god, that's right, you are there. I remember you. Almost didn't, but remember right at the end, just in time to dodge your ass. Trust me, you don't want them jumping on you. And now we are here at Bergenworth College. Now I know what you might be asking. I thought you said Bergenworth was in that weird space, in between areas or whatever, because we were there earlier, weren't we? And that's true, we were. In part of the college. Some of the college still exists here in the material world. In the material girls. These bug guys get the jump on you. Like instant frenzy. And you saw with the Winter Lantern how insane frenzy is. Speaking of which... Oh god! Yeah, that's gonna keep going up, so I need to heal quickly. Woo! Just barely stopped. I just barely had enough frenzy resistance. But yeah, you saw that shit kept going up even after it had gotten off of me. So, you really want to avoid that if you can. And if you get grabbed by it, and you're not at full health, try and quickly heal. Best advice I can give you. Younger Madara's twin. They're right there. This is where you assholes start using stupid lock on the heavy. Yeah, grab me. And now he's gonna give me the suck. Get off! I don't get my insight back from that shit. Just sucked 2 out of my brain. Gave me the brain job, for sure. It's not open from this side. Means we gotta go all the way back over to that side. Shouldn't be a problem, right? It's just a tiny courtyard. Oh look! One of those things that shoots fireballs. Remember we saw them in the Chalice dungeon? That was fun, right? Let's do a you jagoffs. Okay, now we can go back over here, or we're gonna get shot at with fireballs. Ah, let me through. I'm trying to get behind you. How the hell did I miss those 2 swings? I call shenanigans. Alright. And where did Ted go? Ted should have dropped. Oh shit, did Ted get stuck in something? Oh well. And now we can open this gate. Weird shortcut, right? Not a very big one. You're just basically going around to school. But with that done, we can go into this building and go to the other side and open that door. First, let's open this chest. I love chests. Pearl slug. And now that shortcut is open. Not that it matters, because the shortcut we opened first is actually the better shortcut. But now we have to deal with the choir. Hello. She can be tough. Somebody data mined the game and found that she's got like insanely high fucking stats. I have too, but I haven't really used yet. That's Call Beyond, which I don't have yet. Ah, shit, I was trying to heal. She got me. Got me right at the end. I could have killed her, but I got caught trying to heal. So, Call Beyond is another arcane skill, or arcane tool, I guess. I don't have it yet, but it's a pretty powerful one if it hits. That was a bad time for you to do that. She crawled over my shoulder and totally threw off my... I'm not blaming Roxy for dying there. She just kind of distracted me at the worst possible moment. Poor Roxy. But yeah, you see how strong that fucking move is. And it's because this lady has, like, really high internal stats. In fact, if I recall, there's only one NPC in the game with higher stats than her. Or, you know, one enemy NPC. I don't know about the data mining for all the, you know, actual characters with, like, names and dialogue and such. Fully charged, and it did only that much. See? The tiniest bit of stamina that I had to get away from that kind of kept me alive in that situation. He does a Call Beyond, I run the fuck away. Rosmarinus. Which I don't have yet. Probably should have it by now, right? I don't know where to pick it up at, though. Haha! Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Oh, God, yeah, that one got me. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna kill her, though. I will kill her. Only a matter of time. It's only a matter of Tim. Aha! I didn't get the full stab out, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, and she totally staggered me there. Good thing she didn't get me fast enough. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Trying to back out the door, but I wasn't lined up properly. And I knew there was no other way I was going to avoid that. I hate that move. At least when she uses it. Her and one other enemy in the game. But honestly, I think it's more annoying when she uses it. Come on! Oh, man, even one at the very end got me. I was all the way down the damn steps. Apparently she decided today she wants to spam that one. Here. Come on! Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Woo! Gotcha. Woo, got her. Hell yeah. Flawless victory. Hey, look, there's Henrik again. You still killed him. Student uniform. Look, see? That's what I'm used to these looking like. Damien of Mensis. Those ones are like fucking red, which is why I assumed it'd be like a fight. Lunarium key. See if I remember where that goes. Oh shit! Okay, good. I was. I forgot you were up here. Blocked into the chest opening thing, so it couldn't do anything to me. Empty phantasm shell. That's essentially like one of those paper weapons, but it uses quicksilver to give your weapon an arcane coating. Just pressed. Use it here. Can I use it while it's in this form? Yes, I can. So at least with this, I can put some arcane scaling on my sword. Make use of my arcane stat until I get the Ludwig blade that I actually want. Yep. Hey look, it's that one guy from that one cutscene where it was like, fear the old blood. Oh, he's pointing over here. Where there should be the rest of a school or something. See how it suddenly cuts off? Like there was once more school here than there used to be. Alright, we'll come back here later, though. First thing I need to do... back out and get myself a level up. I get a thing of strength to increase my damage. Yeah, I was already gone, but good for you. Then I need to find that cave.
Well, what is it? Very well, let me... Farewell.
Oh, there were a lot of blood vials there. There we go. Still not even close to catching up again, but make sure I stay stocked up at least. Now, figure out where in the Forbidden Woods that cave is. Forget if it's past here or before here. I feel like it would be back this way. I mean, I could be wrong with that, and I'm sure I'll find out if I am. Excuse me, in the middle of not caring. Cave, but is this the correct cave? Don't believe it is. Foxy, okay? You're hawking and wheezing up there. Need to go have your lungs checked out, girl. I know Aunt Jamie smokes, but I'm worried that perhaps that you have been exposed to her secondhand smoke. Might be doing the number on your little dog lungs. Bar 12. Pretty old for a dog. So it could just be natural age. Also worried. Okay, so this is where we come down here at. Big ass windmill. I think the cave would be close by here because it leads me someplace back in like this area of the town. You need to go back to that Nightmare Frontier place and check out the Poison Swamp area for items. You're already dead. Not the correct cave. Already in here. God, I hate. Always get so fucking lost here. Never remember where anything fucking is. Right, you tiny pecking crow. Where is it? The heck is that stupid cave? Just look it up real quick. That way I don't waste time wandering. Right. This up real quick, and I'm just checking this out, so trying to get a general view of the area. Okay, I can see lantern. Okay, so there's the boss. Okay, so it looks like I need to go where that town is across the bridge. Be too hard. There we go. Once again, I forgot about the backswing where it pops off. This time, I forgot about it, and it hit him instead of me. Excuse me. Alright, just repair that scaffolding break. Get me in town somewhat faster. Probably didn't need to heal there, but whatever. Okay. I think. These people. As it should be close to where I picked up the white church outfit. I think was on top of the building up here, where I had to activate that switch. Where all these dogs were. Keep my eyes open for opening or a path of some kind. If you try and walk to that door, he's gonna close it on you, and then all these dogs get released. Of course, I think they're all released now. Back this way, I guess. Yeah, this looks right. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, this is the one. Small little poisonous swamp in this cave. Not the most annoying poisonous swamp in this game. It can be tricky, because slows you the fuck down, and there's these bastards. Those giant church ones, but they're not wearing any clothes anymore. Bloodstone cards. Nice. Those are not the most actual annoying enemy in this place, though. Need to go. A few more items in this to pick up. Yeah, I don't know why you ran that way. There we go. Walk on you. Oh god. I bet they didn't bounce off the walls when they hit the walls. Meanwhile, my sword hits the wall and bam! In theory, a tight space should favor me over them, but I get caught on walls and they don't. There's the enemies that are most annoying it down in this fucking place. Anything in my power not to have to fight them. After I'm... Oh god, there they are. Don't, no! Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. I don't want to fight them. I really don't want to fight them. I want to fight them less than I want to fight the giants. That should tell you everything you need to know. Consider those tiny things more annoying than that big guy. More annoying and far more deadly. attention. Draw him over here away from them. I don't recall if he drops an item or anything, but better to check. Oh, I guess I didn't even need to bother at that point. It was already almost gone. Oh god, they're slowly coming my way. No! No thank you. God, those things are terrible to fight under normal circumstances, let alone in a poison swamp. Oh god, no! No, 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 no! Oh god! Things are fast as fuck. They have basically no cooldown on their attacks. That hit me. There we go. Okay, just twin bloodstone cards, but it was worth checking. Around to fight them now. Let the poison wear off on its own. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. Already ate the snakes and the shadows they were living in, apparently. Here we are. Shortcut. And gander at where we found ourselves. We are in Central Yarnum, bitches! Welcome back to the beginning of the game. That's right. That closed area from before, we've just unlocked it. All we had to do was climb out of, I assume, a grave that was dug a little too deep. Item. Shaman blades in this area. For some reason I'm remembering there might be. Hello. Get fucked. Common blade. I only carry like 3 of those at a time, so they're not exceedingly common. Can be useful against certain enemies though, particularly some in the DLC that you have to kill if you want to get a particular weapon. For you to launch your pitiful selves at me. knock him down. Sefka's clinic! We're on this side of it now. That means we can finally meet Yusefka. You can see all of her patients that she's been treating so carefully. And... oh. Communion. Well, maybe she just doesn't judge based on the species of her patient. Maybe she'll treat humans and aliens. Next person we see who asks us to send him somewhere, we'll send him to Yusefka. She's trustworthy enough to go after both humans and aliens in terms of making them feel better, even if that one died. Probably just because she doesn't have enough knowledge to know how to treat aliens. Humans, I'll bet she could really help. Oh, where is she? She's usually at that door. Sefka? Back here? Friend?
Ah, moonlit scents. How did you worm your way in here? Very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you.
What?
Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone? Things need not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the saving. But if you refuse to leave... oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
Try to touch me with your hand? What? Okay, well, those are clearly the laughs of an entirely sane, very confident doctor. So... we're just gonna go. And I still trust her. So the next time we find someone who asks us for a safe place to go, we'll send them to Yusefka. Wait. That door. Oh, yeah. Hi. You must be one of her patients. How would you rate Yusefka on a scale of 1 to 10? Oh god! Okay, well apparently she hasn't been giving you any medication for your aggressiveness. Huh. Yusefka's blood vial. Would an alien be carrying Yusefka's blood vial? Blood vial acquired from Yusefka's clinic. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a larger amount of HP. Product of a slow and careful refinement process. This rare blood vial appears to be a clinical origin. Strange that we got Yusefka's blood from this alien creature when Yusefka was back there. Canehurst summons. If you'll recall, this is the bed we woke up on. The very beginning of the game. And again at the very beginning of the game, after the game reset. After everything went fucking sideways and I had to restart the entire game over after I lost all the save data. An old bloodstained summons and running an honored guest to the forsaken Canehurst Castle. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. Stagecoach leaves from Henwick Crossing. Henwick Crossing, you say? Well, we fought the Witch of Henwick, so I'm assuming Henwick Crossing is close by. That's the door she's using. We can usually see her poking out through one of the holes. Alright, I definitely need to go buy back more antidotes. Ah, there we go. I had to stretch. not hurt to get my blood tinge up a bit. And use some other fucking guns. Right. There they are. 6 of these. Easy peasy.
What is... Very well,
What do I need for a level up? About 5,000 or so. Now a little bit more than that, but it's fine. That's a bigger boost. Arcane attack up. It switches it entirely to arcane, but that negates the boost from the physical attack up because it won't do physical attack anymore. Just do arcane. The scaling will shift entirely to arcane. Which is not bad if I want to do that. Put that one back on. That's Maternal Lane. Start at the Witch's Abode. There's that big old statue where the 4 paths cross, and that might be Hemwick Crossing. I don't know if it's charming or annoying that I talk like I have no idea what I'm doing when I've already fully admitted that I've played this game several times. I'm mostly preserving the mystery for people who have not played this game yet and are experiencing for the first time by watching me play it, but honestly, how many people really is that? But I'm probably going to keep doing it. There it is. That big old thingy right there. Oh! A cutscene? Who could have seen that coming? Guess that's my ride. Hey look, some horses that aren't dead for once. Is there no coach? Okay. That seems trustworthy. Probably save this for another stream, but it'll be good to have access to it right away. We've only got like 10 or so minutes, 10, 15 minutes left stream time. Welcome to Castlevania. Oh god, my ride! How am I gonna get out of here? And how long have I been here that my ride, the horse is already like dead from starvation and covered in snow? Jeez, how long was I standing there? Yeah, that's right. You better respect. So that's Canehurst Castle. It's technically an optional area in the game, but we're gonna do it on a. We're gonna give it like its own little episode, I guess. We don't have enough time to get through it all tonight. We probably don't even have enough time to access one shortcut yet.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me.
Had to.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find.
Yes, thank you. There we go.
Welcome
No?
home. What is it you? Very well. Let me.
Vitality. Get me in the thousands.
Farewell, good hunter. May you.
Okie dokie. You know what? I think I'm gonna go try and fight Ludwig. See how close I am to being even capable of standing toe-to-toe with him. Need to kill him before I can get that sword, and I'd certainly love to get it sooner rather than later. If I can at least get moderately okay damage on him, I might consider just like taking a swing at him until I eventually kill him. First I'll try untransformed, then I'll try transformed, just to cover my bases. What's up, buddy? Need a sword in the back. That's what I want. Fucking dick. Yeah, that wasn't ideal, was it? But at about 100 untransformed. He took me down at about 2. Oh, hi, Mari. Scared me. Congratulations, you got me. Took me down to like 2 hits, so I don't know if I'm even remotely close to being able to take him on. But I'll still try again and see how much damage I can do with this one. If I can do decent damage, I can probably try and eventually, not tonight, because I don't have enough time tonight, brute force it until I eventually kill him, so I can get my sword. I don't want to wait until endgame to get it, you know? Ah! Dick! the worst damage I could have been doing. I was mostly just trying to hit him and not focused on evading. But I actually cared about evading or healing. Alright, let me try one more, and this time I'll test out that little phantasm thingy and see if it increases my damage to him. First, I'll probably need to get like a regular swing off just so I have a number to compare it to. I was not focusing on numbers. It was like in the 200 range, but I'll need basically an exact number so I know if the damage value goes up or if the damage value goes down when I use it. Gotta go fight this horseman again. If I were using a faster weapon, I'd be more confident that I could just brute force him, but I am not using a fast weapon. 203. Ow! Okay, totally missed. Ah! Jesus, just hit him! 264, so definitely an upgrade. Oh, but I'm still dying way too fast. I think damage-wise, I'm not doing too bad. I need more health and defense. Very frustrating. Tentacles to yourself. Somebody tentacles me without my consent. Hatch bastard. Give me those fucking bullets. Talk about your cannon. Talk about your giant tentacle face head. Didn't do shit, did it? I mean, a damn thing to me. Ow! How you doing tonight, Mari? I may have already asked that, but I hope you're having an okay Monday. It's been pretty cold here. It's down in the 20s in terms of temperature. I don't know how cold it is for you. You live in Florida. Blood vials. It was snowing here today, actually. I don't know if it's still snowing. I haven't checked outside in a couple of hours. Well, there. Okay. Drop down on this ledge. This ledge hammer. What do we got? Ooh, Constable's garb. Awesome. Blood shower. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Hey, fucking stop! Getting shot so many times I couldn't even fucking move. I'm gonna have to take on this guy. Never really attempted it last time. Beast blood pellet. If you're keeping track, in the real world, this is where our buddy Gilbert is. Ooh, that's his window. Ah! He's a fuzzy man! Ah, okay. Stop that. Oh, shit. That damage was pathetic. Yeesh! Go the fuck out! I think I did less damage there. Ah, damn it. I think I could have beat him. I genuinely think I could have beat him. Badge. I don't think that helped me much. Might be able to be poisoned though. Need to at least go pick up my blood echoes. It was only like 5,000. I didn't get that easily by killing 2 of these assholes again. Whatever. Fine. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Let's take care of something real quick before I forget about it. There's that guy. We saw him eating dead bodies. He probably needs some medical attention. And we know a doctor. So, we'll see if he wants to go visit Yusefka's clinic. Right? I'm sure he'll be very interested in going. Look, we found your garb. Not your helmet, though. We also don't have his gloves or boots yet. Basically, we have his shirt. Thank you. Thank you for the blood vials. Haha, you can get your snakes out. Oh gosh, okay. We got one of those things. I'm not used to you guys having those. But they're shockingly longer range than you'd think. Is him not there anymore? I don't see him. Or is he somewhere else? Perhaps further down? No, there's not a further down. Is he? There was a different opening. I forget. It's okay. We'll go look for another hole to go jump through, I guess. Entrance. Pretty sure I need to be up there? Maybe I come down here, I'm up there, then I find the exit. You know, it wasn't this hard when I was finding it on accident. Now I'm trying to get there on purpose, and Can't even find the damn thing. Probably because I'm trying to rush because I know it's time to end stream. Woo! Ah, there we are. There he is. There's our buddy. Hey, Mr. Cannibal Guy, eating the dead bodies. That one appears to be a dead child.
Oh, blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
Deceptive
I'll
Clinic.
be. Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you're giving me hope. Terribly kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer as thanks.
Oh, he's carrying around cocktails of blood. So cards on the table, people. This guy's actually secretly a werewolf. Not just any werewolf. He's a dark beast.
Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own.
You sent him to, Odin Chapel with the other survivors. He'd start picking them off one by one and eating them. So instead, we send him to Yosefka's clinic. And if you haven't picked up on what's going on there, that new Yosefka is not the same Yosefka from the start of the game. She's an imposter Yosefka who wants us to send her people so she can experiment on them with that alien blood, which is what happened to regular Yosefka. When we killed that alien, it dropped her blood because that was the original Yosefka. She's experimenting on them with blood from aliens, and it's turning them into aliens. So instead of, you know, sending him to the safe haven or sending people to her to have them tortured and experimented on, we're gonna send them to each other. We're just gonna let nature happen. Whichever one takes the other out, we're gonna be good with that. Ideally, they'll take each other out. So we're gonna go, head back to Hunter's Dream, and then check on Yosefka. See what happens. First floor sick room. Yosefka's clinic. Okie doke. And the winner is...
Oh, hello. You're alive. Good. I've received another patient. This time, I'll be trying old blood. I've achieved much, and I owe it all to you. Take this as thanks. Custom made. And cheers to to the discovery of kinship? Doesn't it make you feel warm inside?
Yosefka wins. He put down a dark beast. Which means she's not to be fucked with.
If you find any humans, bring them to me. I'm depending on you, brave hunter.
But she's kind of dropped the charade now. Right, we're gonna go say hi to Gilbert, head back to the Hunter's Dream, and that's what we're gonna call it tonight. We made it through the Forbidden Woods, at least.
Why me? Why? Dear gods, what have I done? Save me. Please, save me.
Doesn't sound good. Gilbert, buddy. Probably my best friend in this whole game. You're not sounding too good, man. Okay. Stretch. Yes, I see you, Roxy. All right. That is where we call it for tonight. So, goodbye. We could switch to the goodbye screen. Hello. Exiting the game. Okay, let me see who's all on that we can raid. I'll set up the raid, sing the goodbye song, and I'll see you guys on Friday for some Persona 5 that hopefully this time does not get shut down early because of my stream being bullshit. My internet being bullshit, rather. I didn't have any problems tonight, at least. And it was even snowing, at least when I started. I don't know if it's still snowing. Alright, who is all on that we can raid? A couple options. Oh, you alright, Roxy? She suddenly had an itch. She was like desperately trying to run in a circle and get it. Here, I got it for you, sweetie. Yeah, see? I got you. Good girl. Hold on. I'm gonna have a picture of us like this real quick before I raid off. There we go. There's a couple good pictures. Might send those to Kitty and Vash later. Okay, I've got a couple of options that I can raid. Some I've raided recently. Some I've raided but not in a long time. And some that I've wanted to raid but haven't had a chance to. Let me check that last one first. Of course, I've got ads. Waiting for ads to end so I can check out what's going on and see how long they've been streaming. If they might be about to end, don't want to raid into someone who's about to end. I mean, it's happened before, but generally we try to avoid it. Okay, only about an hour and a half, so I think we're good. I don't think I've ever rated this person before, but I've definitely wanted to. Another person from the Flex community, and Ace has just mentioned him earlier, so. Alright. I'm gonna custom craft a message here to go with what Ace has mentioned about them earlier. There we go. This is going to be our raid message. Making sure that I was just scrolling up chat, making sure that I was remembering the right one. This is the person who cast Animal Friendship on the Hydra. Yee. So I'm going to set up that raid. See a couple people playing Bloodborne. Maybe next time. Oh, okay, Rox? I think sometime next week, not month, I've almost said next month. Next week, we'll have the 24-hour stream. I don't know on the exact day yet, but I'm thinking the 21st. All right. Setting up the raid. I'll sing the song, and I'll see you guys on Friday, okay? All right. Peace out, homies. Hey, it's been really fun. We hope you liked it too. Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. For now, it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay, 'cause we'll see you really soon, I know. Really soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today, hopefully it'll be warmer. The moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. Come and play. Come and play. Bye now.